Hola! Today I want to talk to you about a mistake many massage therapists make. And how do I know? It's because I go around a fair bit. I'm a massage goer myself and I have been to many different therapists. Also, my clients tell me whenever I do this technique on them that they have never had that done before on them. So I'm going to be demonstrating the work I would do on the on the front of the body and the back and the neck as well. As I have explained before in a previous video, the body, the front and the back, they work as a poly system. So if anybody as a massage therapist comes to you with neck and shoulder problems, especially if they have the forward neck posture where the shoulders are rolled forward and the neck forward as well, you have got to start massaging and stretching the pectorals, and then you go and work on the back muscles. So we are going to talk about the pectoral muscles, the trapezius, the scalenes and the rhomboids, and a little bit on the serratus muscle, which is down here. And why is this one important? And it gets ignored so many times by massage therapists is because the serratus and the rhomboid muscles are virtually the same muscle. They meet underneath the scapular bone and they are only separated by a fibrotic line. So basically they are virtually, as I said, the same muscle. So if you do any work on the rhomboids but you don't do anything on the serratus, the job is half done really. So when you touch all the muscles that are involved in the poly system of the forwarded neck, then you are ensuring that the benefits of the massage will last longer. And with me today, I have my good friend Pavel. Pavel Langer, can you come here, please? Introduce yourself. Tell us about you. Who are you and what do you do?
Hi, hello. I'm working the next door here with Anna. I do a Chinese medical massage, which is basically a combination of, let's say, physio, deep tissue, chiropractor, and acupressure. So I'm working with the realignment of the body, so the chi flows really nicely, and it's really good for any injuries or maintenance of the body and all sorts of things. Yeah.
Yeah, because it works on the meridians, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
On the energy channels, so it unblocks any stagnation of blood and chi. Which, pain in terms of Chinese medicine is basically either chi stagnation or blood stagnation in the channels. So when it's chi stagnation, the pain is kind of a dull ache. When it's blood stagnation, the pain is kind of stabbing and boring, and it's definitely more intense. So Pavel is going to be my willing victim today. And we're just going to get started now. See you in a bit. Okay, so Pavel is laying on his back, face up, and I always like using a neck stretching pillow. This is what it looks like. It's very good. So lift your head up, Pavel. You're going to put this under there. Allow your head to tilt backwards naturally. And I'm going to use a little bit of oil. Basically what you want to do is to release any tension that there might be on the pectorals so that the shoulders can roll backwards, okay? So you massage a little bit. This is going to be a very short demonstration. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time working on the muscles. And then you want to do long, deep stretching glides. This is normally quite tender for the receiver because it's an area that's not often worked on. So it might feel a little tender. So I would do one pectoral first. And then I'll ask the client to pass me their arm or for them to put it overhead so that we get a better stretch of the pectoral. And we'll do this in both directions. How does that feel, Pavel?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, good. Mm-hmm. And then I would do the same on the other pectoral. And now we're going to pay a little bit of attention on the scalene muscles. We have 3 scalene muscles on each side. We have the back one, the middle one, and the front one. And the front ones, and I think the middle ones as well, they insert on the first and second ribs. So always doing a little bit of massage on the insertion points of these muscles is going to benefit the whole muscle. Okay, so there and there. And if you lift your head up, Pavel, I'll use the pillow. I'm just getting some more oil. And we want to work on these muscles around here. So I'll do a little bit of this for a couple of minutes, and then I'll ask the client to turn their head to the left. Perfect. Actually, Pavel, turn your head to the right, so the viewers have a better angle there. These muscles are normally quite tight and can feel very tender to the receiver. So it's important to be gentle and always check with them. How is this pressure for you, Pavel?
Perfect.
Excellent. So we would do this on each side for a few minutes. And then I like loosening up the neck. And this is really good to release the fascia of the neck. So I like getting close to the spine and going across the fibers of the longitudinal muscles along the neck. So now the receiver is laying face down, and we are going to work on the upper trapezius, the rhomboid muscles, and the serratus muscle. These are all involved. The serratus and the rhomboids are virtually the same muscle. They meet underneath the scapular bone down there, and they are only separated by a fine line of fibrotic tissue. So they're virtually the same muscle. It would be silly to work on here and then not pay any attention here, because what's happening on the back when we have forwarded head posture is that because of the shortage of the pectorals, the shoulders are rolling forward and the scapulars are traveling away from the spine. That causes a tension on these muscles, which is the tension most people complain about. And the tension is because the muscles are being overstretched. So they are trying their hardest to keep the scapula closer to the spine, you know. And so this is why this tension happens. So you will work on the upper traps. Just getting a little bit of oil. The trapezius goes from the base of the neck to here, the acromion bone, and down to here. It's like a kite shape. Okay, so it's a very big muscle, and it's very, very much worth it giving it some attention. So you can knead the muscle, and then you can stretch it. You do that for a few minutes, and then you also work on the rhomboids. You have the rhomboids minor and the rhomboids major. You can work on the direction of the fibers and also against. Also across in both directions. And now we would go on to the serratus muscle. So Pavel, can you put your arm overhead? Thank you. And here we want to do strokes like so. And it would also be nice to do myofascial release, which is when you lock the muscle when it's not being stretched. You lock it at a point, and then you move the arm overhead, and that creates a deeper stretch that stretches the fascia and the muscles. And the common mistake most therapists make is first not paying any attention to the pectoral muscles, and secondly they stretch the scapular bone. I mean, they stretch the rhomboid muscle here, but the problem is that these muscles are already being overstretched. So what I like doing, instead of pulling the scapula even further from the spine, is I like getting my hand down there, giving them a wiggle, and then reminding the scapula where it should be sitting. So I bring the shoulder backwards and I push the scapula closer to the ribs. And I may want to do a little bit of that and come back. Stretch, come back, only to remind the fibers about their own recoiling action, which is kind of lost when they're being overstretched for so long. Okay. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to click like, and if you want to stay updated with new releases of videos regarding Chinese medicine, massage and general health and well-being, click subscribe. Also check out Pavel's website on the description box below. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Kiss kiss. Bye bye. Mwah, mwah.